On a large scale, the more conscious you are from the inside, the better decisions you make, not just for yourself, but for the world around you. And as our biology changes, as we're coming out of that defense from the tigers in our lives and making better decisions, we're going to be seeing a change globally. It's something we actually call biocultural transformation. As our biology changes, our decisions change. And that's going to change the culture and change the world. As beings, I think we're here to evolve. This is our mission is here to evolve and assist those around us in their own evolution. I've taken that on as my personal purpose in life, is to use my intuition to help people realize their own true essence, what they really are. And that's a process. We've replaced an inner journey with an outer journey. And the connection with spirit, anybody can create, anybody can find, and nature is one way to make that connection. Meditation is another way. Getting rid of tigers is another way. Life is about finding that balance between being and doing. Modern society is all about do, go, 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 don't stop, don't breathe. But what happens? I mean, you can accomplish things, but when you actually stop and connect and be still, you can begin to attract. And you begin to attract everything that you need. And just acting or coming into action at the specific moment that you need to continue on your goal. But modern society and go, do is not going to get you where you need to get to. It might get you the car, it might get you the house, but it's not going to fill the emptiness that you're feeling inside or the need to grow. Well, trust is the opposite of fear. And so when we're in fear and defense, trusting is impossible. Moving out of defense allows us to go to a space where we can start to listen and start to trust. And once again, giving yourself permission to go to places where you haven't been before. Not just inside, but outside. And how you relate to people. And how you relate to things. We get stuck in a pattern and we're just going through the same motions over and over and over. And suddenly something happens to us. It's the wake-up call. Step outside the box. Look around. Do things differently. Connect in a different way with yourself. Connect in a different way with your family. And you'll see that you move ahead. When we're in fear and we're in lack, we're not trusting the universe. Trusting the universe is what brings us abundance as well. If you're looking to move ahead in your life when you're stuck, trusting the process, trusting yourself to move through the process will happen a lot easier than if you don't. What you resist persists, right? Just like a dam creates the lake behind it by resistance. As soon as you take away the dam, the lake is gone. Same thing in our lives. There's so many things that we're resisting. But as soon as you take away that resistance, the whole situation just vaporizes. When we're focused on the day-to-day, the grind, and not looking beyond what's there, life really has very little meaning. But when you step outside the day-to-day consciousness, that basic white light that we talked about before, and you apply your prism, and you see all the different levels of consciousness and awareness that you can connect to with your family, with your coworkers, suddenly life brings on a whole new meaning and a whole richness that never existed before. That makes it so much more exciting and so much more interesting and makes you so much more excited to continue a path and not just do the day-to-day grind of 9 to 5 and make the money and take the vacation, and life can become a lot more magical. Life can become rainbow colors if you give yourself permission. We've been socialized by our families and by society just from such a young age to squelch things down, to squelch anything that's new or different. You know, you might have a special ability. You might have been able to see auras or colors, and you mentioned that when you were 4 or 5, and someone says, no, you can't see that, and you're like, oh, you're right, I can't see that, and you shut it off. And we've all been shut down in some way or another from accessing or giving ourselves permission to use our full abilities. And really, I think the next step for humankind is to make that step of allowing yourself to connect with what you really are and find those abilities again. Because we all have them, they're just dormant. We need to go back and start to use them. Society's job really is to keep everyone more or less on an equal footing. Anybody starts to stick up and there's somebody there to squash them back down. So my number one recommendation to people who are coming to see me is if they suddenly find themselves starting to stick up, change your peer group, right? Because they don't want you to stick up. They don't want you to be different. You need to find a peer group that's going to be allowing you, giving you permission to give yourself permission to change and grow and start to use your abilities. We spend all of our lives judging things, judging people, judging events as good or bad. They go in the box. This is good, this is bad, this pain is bad, this lottery winning, I won the lottery, it's good. But when you step back and you step away from judgment, you step off of that pendulum swing and you can just observe, and from that spot you can connect with what's real, and that's love. You know, the peace and love is, it's what is. It's all there is, really. We just throw things on top of it that we can't find it. We just, you know, pile all the dirty clothes and all the dirty events and all these things that happen to us and the pity parties and the feel sorry for myself. It's all there. You just have to find it. It's just uncovering and allowing yourself to start throwing away all the stuff that you don't need anymore. You're left with the pure essence. You're left with your own pure essence, which is really just that connection to love, to that oneness that we all came from, where we're all trying to get back to, which we can actually experience right here and right now. I'm going to demonstrate. It's allowing yourself to go to a place inside you that's also connected to everything else. And when you get to that space and you feel the connections going out, it's like a nuclear explosion of light and love. And you go to that space and it's just always emanating. It's just always emanating. When I'm talking about these subjects, I'm going to that space inside where it's not even really me that's talking. This is coming from the intelligence. Right now I'm drawing from my soul intelligence, which would you be seeing probably about 3 feet around my body. I can just barely touch it if I go out there. And drawing from that intelligence to find the right words that are going to help people find the right path for themselves. Because as I said before, that's my job. My job is to help people connect with their true essence, to find it and to enjoy it.